think it's a pretty solid little piece. I've heard it talked about a couple of times, and I haven't played it myself, but I think there's like a couple of different answers that sort of do the same thing. It's just sort of a pick your poisons. Like which one do you want to use to control? And I guess he picked Wolfguard, right?
Yep.
Hello, gentlemen. Ryan Slater here. Just jumping in, checking in on you guys, making sure you got everything you need.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You hooked us
Juice
up
boxes.
like a tow truck. Yes,
I'll see if I can get some sent to you, Steven.
Some oranges, orange slices.
Orange slices. Yep.
Do you think he would? He could purchase an Atlas here or Atlantis and try to ramp the next turn after the turn 3. Doesn't really, or Godcatcher. Godcatcher's a good one here too.
I think if that's his win condition, why not purchase it early, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm for it. Or yeah. I would probably go Godcatcher. Lantern Ring next turn. Let's see what he does here, folks. And
so again, he's playing a Godcatcher, and Ingleduem's playing a Godcatcher, right?
Yep.
Ingleduem's playing Protection Godcatcher.
Okay, what is Ingleduem's win currency? A Mercenary Unblockable, is that it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that team.
Yep. What did he buy? I can't make that die out to save my life. It was a 2
like an Under Surveillance, perhaps?
Or Throne Brick.
Oh, it's
or
probably Throne Brick. Yeah, that's probably
one of the other, right?
Yeah. It's definitely an action.
So it looks like he bought a Throne Brick and then to pull a die from the bag.
Wow. Went for it early.
Going for that early ramp, right?
Yeah, I don't know if I would have done that, but it's not a bad move. It's just not the normal move.
Most of the time you try to avoid doing the turn 1 bag. Like you're saying, it's not normal.
But these aren't normal times. This is Earth X we're living on right now.
That's right.
So Mike fields 2 sidekicks this turn.
Oh, that's rough.
Thor Global to buy an investigation. There you go. Not a bad move
the best
at all.
of a bad situation.
Heck yeah.
Something to be said for knowing how to handle bad rolls, because that's going to be 50% of the time you're going to have bad rolls, and you got to figure out how to move on from that. And I think that was a good choice, just trying to purchase and set yourself up for the next turn, because that's all it is just being like Atlas, pushing the stone down a little bit further, trying to get a little bit further, and hopefully it doesn't roll back on you.
It's also a good buy for him too, because if you buy the Godcatcher and put it out there, you're going to need another action to trigger it. So why not buy your ramp as your source of actions? I mean, you can always just buy 2 Godcatchers, but if you have to roll, then just buy a ramp piece and just start churning out Godcatchers that way.
And plus, with that Godcatcher, he can prep it with Supreme Intelligence.
True.
Indeed.
Bolts, 2 question marks, and a mask over here.
All right, so it's got to be Godcatcher time, right?
Looks like he's also planning to Thor Global a Godcatcher. It's interesting. Funny to Thor Global your Godcatcher when it's that cheap.
Yeah, that hurts a little bit. We can also go Lantern Ring, and then he can Atlantis that Godcatcher if he wants. Oh no, yeah, Atlas the Godcatcher. Oh wait, no, he can't. He has dice in his bag. I'm sorry.
That's right. Yeah,
we'll forgive you.
So he chose to prep turn 1, which means his bag is at 3, I believe.
Yep, he's upside down, as the kids say.
Exactly, he's upside down, so he can't actually prep it.
Put Atlas Global to fix his bag, but he's just not set up for the turn after that, and that's a little bit behind.
Let's see, if he Atlas Global's here, then he would go from 3 to 2, and then he would draw those 2, which are sidekicks, and then 1, 2, 3. He's gonna buy something else. Looks like
that bag is flooded.
Yeah,
it's about to be.
Both brought Thor Global, right?
Yep. Oh, he could have used Mike's Thor Global. Huh? Oh no, Mike.
No,
Mike
only one
didn't bring it. Yeah, only one Mike. Only Relentless.
Did he just buy? If he bought another Godcatcher there, then I'm not sure how he did it for 2.
He paid full price. He had 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't have a coupon for that one.
Hey, Lonnie, it's definitely not a problem that we're streaming this. It's definitely something it's helpful to us, and we're glad to give it to everyone else. So, if you could do a solid and follow DM Ramada to give him a little bit of a shout out for helping us do this, that would be great. Also,
Heck yeah,
Lonnie's the best, man. He's the best of us.
he is. All right, so Mike went. I can't make that out, but he just did a prep thing. Did an Atlas.
he did Atlas. His bag is fixed. Mike is.
Look at that bag though.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, that's a pretty nifty little bag there.
Did he draw that basic action that he just bought?
Yeah. Pass
What
priority.
did he purchase? I actually missed it because I was coming over here to see the Twitch chat.
I don't know. I don't know what he purchased.
Let's see. We can see 4 god catchers over there. We can see
It was a
he
basic
bought
action.
a drow. Oh, did he buy
Oh, he might have bought a drow, I think.
one brick, maybe something like that, right?
Yeah, when I was been watching some YouTube videos, and
Let's
stuff,
see.
the speed that stuff gets done is just ridiculous.
Drow Assassin, he has 3 dice. He only has 2 now. And Eddie Guerrero has 2 dice. So yeah, he did buy a Drow Assassin.
Makes sense, right? You want to cycle that with your investigation.
Exactly. And Mike's doing his thing of teaching right now. It looks like Relentless wasn't sure how Mike was able to get all his stuff into the bag so quickly.
Yeah.
So that's all. That's one of the great things about the Dice Masters community. They will definitely share their knowledge of the game with you.
And Mike said one of the big things he wanted to make sure everyone was comfortable that he was playing against that's new.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think that's a great point.
Yeah. Mike was like, I don't plan on winning any games, but I do plan on giving people a fight. And but I am also going to help everyone along the way so that they learn if they're new. So
This is interesting. He's choosing not to re-roll his action here. Oh, I guess that's because that's not Throne Brick, or Throne Brick doesn't have a target.
Yeah.
Throne Brick doesn't have a target, so you could target the sidekick, but it wouldn't have the Throne Brick anyway.
Yeah, it's better off as energy in this situation.
Bingo.
what does he do with that though? I don't.
Wolfguard might be a good purchase, but I think that's a little bit of a reach right now.
He.
So this is not a great matchup for his team, mainly because when you're up against something that's unblockable, I mean, your 2 options, right? Just kill them before they kill you, or
Yeah.
or hope that you have the control that mitigates that damage. And on the team, there is not the control that mitigates the damage, which
Not at all.
so it's basically just in the kill them first mentality. And his bag is a little upset for that, so he's gonna have to come up with something here.
Pass priority.
It looks like he did go ahead and buy some actions so he can start triggering those god catchers. So yeah, I think he went into the it's punching mode time.
The old saying, if you can't get away from the control, just kill the opponent.
Yeah.
I love
That
that.
old chestnut.
If they're doing something cute, just go freaking kill them.
Yeah.
Yep. How
That's the
dare you
rule.
try
That's
to
the
be
rule
cute.
in competitive.
It's exactly like the saying from Mike Tyson, everyone has a plan till they get punched in the face.
Yep. So a Drow
He was
Assassin
punching in
did
the
come
face,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. There's no violence in Dice Masters, everyone. Sorry. What is that die?
That's the Drow Assassin.
Okay.
In the action.
And
Oh, he got
the
an action.
landed.
Oh, wow.
No, it's cool.
Being very
And
courteous.
with these 3 energy, what do you guys plan to do with this?
He's gonna field his Drow Assassin for sure. And then he's gonna pop that investigation so Drow Assassin's unblockable this turn.
Sure.
Yours is one of the only cameras where I can actually see what's going on with your dice. So that's really good.
I mean, he might also just hold off and try. Well, he doesn't have mask. I think he's definitely going to Atlas prep and Eddie Guerrero.
I'm definitely thinking that you're looking to either buy another drow, or you're buying the Venger's ID card because you want the buff on the drow that's cycling already.
Yeah, he
Yep.
just doesn't have a mask though.
But he
didn't
doesn't
get
even
it
have
right
it
now
purchased, so this is not the turn you would pick it up exactly.
either.
I
He he might want to consider loading up on some of them thrown bricks.
Yeah, since his opponent hasn't bought all of them, yeah,
Mhm.
punish him.
Oh,
What is?
he purchased another drow.
He bought a second drow, which is I think a good call, especially when you can't have the D card, right?
Yeah,
He's probably going to Atlas Global that drow. Oh no, he has dice in his bag. Dang it!
he could Thor and buy another.
Once you've gotten one investigation, I think buying a second one is like a must. Then you start the chain of events where they can just hit each other, and that's super
Yeah.
good.
And plus,
Let's
it
see what
limits
Mike
your
does.
opponent on their ramp too. Because they're the ones that brought the Throne Brick. If they don't buy, like, my personal feeling on Throne Brick, if your opponent, if they brought it and they didn't buy 2 of them at the very least, you need to punish them by buying 2.
Yeah.
Did you say that's the same for investigation?
Yeah, so it's just Throne Brick. That's more of a priority than investigation, especially early game.
Agree. Drow goes through punches.
How much is that for?
3.
I tell
I
the
think?
dice sides personally, but if I know my stats, it's probably something like 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was a 3. I think he was on level 1, I believe.
I'm updating that.
Maybe I need to not have my Jitsi on the big screen so I don't look so pixelized.
Mine's very pixelated too, but
Yeah,
I think that's
it's-
just the fact that we have 7 people. 2 of them are cameras or whatever.
It's also the Jitsi servers are being hit by this event, which is crazy. I don't think that's ever happened where a dice message event slows down something a little bit.
Yeah.
It's interesting here. He still doesn't actually have a target for his thrown brick because neither player has a character with more than 1 defense. He just has to keep rolling it as 2 generic instead of using it as random.
True. And it's not that big of a deal because Mike P really needs to get his action dice and his Godcatcher cycling if that's his win condition.
Yeah.
Which is why I think it is kind of a big deal that he hasn't been able to actually use it for ramp because he needs to churn back through that upside down bag since turn 1.
That is true. Yeah. Well, he has a sidekick now.
But if he would have rolled it, it doesn't prep the die and the
That is
action.
true. Yeah.
And break is what it is, right?
He needs some
Yeah,
form
right.
of ramp, though. He has no ramp whatsoever. And even pseudo ramp from KO is better than nothing.
Yeah. Well,
And I think he's only bought actions, right? He's only bought that throne brick and a god catcher, 2 god catcher.
yeah, he's bought a
Buy
lantern ring, I
a
believe.
lantern ring, yeah.
Yeah. I really feel like Mike P is kind of in a tough spot, really. If Mike can, Ingleduem can get his stuff cycling the way it should. Honestly, I feel like Mike should have bought another investigation last turn instead of buying another Drow Assassin.
Yeah, but his Drow Assassins are going to be unblockable, and Mike P is going to be getting out God Catchers to be able to
Yeah,
just...
but if you start cycling 2 of those investigations, I think you can get to however many other Drow Assassins you buy after that.
I think I'm kind of with you on that, yeah.
Mike's also going to consider getting his own God Catcher because there's going to be some God Catchers coming out soon.
Exactly.
Yep.
I think that's the most important thing to take away is it may look kind of dicey because he doesn't have anything in the field right now, but Mike P does have the capacity for god catchers over the next 2 turns, possibly 1 if those go the right way. So now I'm looking at his dice. He's only got what in the bag? He's showing 4 sidekicks right now. So yeah, he's got 4 sidekicks and 2 god catchers and a lantern ring bag. So he's gonna have to cycle to it, but maybe he gets super lucky and pulls all 3 actions in one go.
Maybe so. Unfortunately, it looks like Relentless Mike P only has 2 God Catchers on his team. So he has to. He's kind of at a disadvantage by only having 2 in a competitive game, I think, if that's his win condition. But if he can't get everything cycling like he wants it, maybe it won't be that bad. I don't know. So the Drow Assassin came up.
What's up, Ryan?
Ryan, welcome to the stream, sir. Classic Mike. All right, what's Mike doing here?
I think it's time to field Drow Assassin and go action heavy now. He can put on the gas.
Yes. Investigation is a 3 cost. Is that correct? Yeah. So he can.
Is, but or global makes it a 1 cost, which then you
Yeah.
can do with one of those other sidekick dice.
He's also got to think
Healing
about
That's the
Gazer?
right call, I think.
Avengers
Buys the
ID.
Avengers ID card.
Yeah, that's because that pumps. I think that's
Yeah.
really good.
True.
You can play it on both too.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, answer the question mark. I probably would have Atlas Global.
Right. That goes over there because I haven't spent.
I
It's in
think
his
the-
bag currently.
I think another Drow Assassin and a
4,
sidekick.
5, 6. He has
The
2 sidekicks in
investigation.
bag. Yeah.
Sidekicks, investigation, and drow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 1 sidekick, 2 sidekicks.
2
His
sidekicks.
bag's perfect. If he atlases now, then it just cycle a little bit. I think it's okay for him to cycle his bag though,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think
because
he's
he's
hurting
technically going to draw it anyway, right? With the investigation if it rolls.
Yeah.
for sure.
Mike's in a good spot. He's in the advantage right now.
Yeah.
Which Mike?
You're not wrong by saying Mike. Just in general, I think this is one of those you
Yeah.
can get away with it. I think Mike's
gonna
doing
win
really
this
good.
game.
Yeah.
Mike's
Pick this
definitely gonna
win
win.
But on the other hand, Mike's also behind, so
You're right
You
out.
want to be like Mike.
yeah. Ingleduem, he's ahead right now.
Yeah. It can turn around pretty quickly though.
Okay, I don't know if we could take bets like that, Ryan. Okay. Has
If
Mike-
anyone wants to take Mike up on that, you can do it in biddies.
Ryan?
So
It
Right,
appears
yeah, sorry.
we've been a little bit backwards, you guys. It appears that under surveillance was what he bought very early on with that blue purchase, and then now he's using the throne bricks here, which are
Okay.
orange. So as we can see, he just cycled off of Mike's Drow Mercenary and then prepped the Governor's Ring.
interesting. Okay.
He's
see?
been he bought that early, that or under surveillance early. So technically, he could just come across if he pulls another one of those blue action dice. He could just come across with a 10-10.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many god catchers has he purchased? Both of his god catchers or just one?
He has.
I think he's
yeah.
purchased both. I think they're both in the bag.
Okay. So he's a turn away from being exploding on Mike Ingleduem.
Yeah. The thing about that though is Mike has chum blockers. He really needs that under surveillance.
But under
and he only has
surveillance,
one right
yeah.
now.
He just bought a second one.
Oh, did he? So he has one
They're
in the
stacked
bag
on
then?
top of each other and used.
Oh, okay, that's why. All right.
But he can't control when they come out because his bag is a little bit upside down.
Yeah.
Well, he can't to the point where what you would want, but he does have a single brick that has now started the cycling process.
True.
Yeah.
He's got that churn.
Churn, baby.
Oh my gosh, did he buy the third one now? He does. Oh no, he's taking it back.
I was about to say that's greedy.
High investigation. Look at him go.
He
He's
bought
got high
investigation.
Well, the thing's about to get crazy. He's going to churn in that investigation, and then that's going to trigger the under surveillance, giving you god catchers. Oh, and explode.
It's alright. I've got these green.
This is going to be bananas. Unless he has my god catcher dice with him, which I don't think he does.
So that's you.
Which he'll just have a lot of bolts.
Just check.
Loan yours to him.
I'm not in the, so the only 2 ones I've got are in my use pile at the minute, so I'll take them out. And swap them with those.
So they're changing the color dice because they want to make sure they have it right.
And then I'll just
They both
your-
bought each other's colors.
That's awesome.
I was wondering if they'd notice or if it would be an issue, but it clearly looks like it would be an issue in an action heavy.
for the tournament bits I'm not used to. So.
Sometimes it beats that way.
Yeah, past turn.
Cool.
Hey.
So Mike passes to Mike in the battle of the mics.
I think Ingleduem has to go Gazer here. He's got to go Gazer or Intimidate.
He already has a gazer
Really?
in his bag.
In
No, I
his-
don't think he's purchased a gazer.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Oh no, he hasn't. You're right. You're right.
He bought the ID card that turn.
Not poking his little head up again.
Didn't pull the investigation or roll it, excuse me.
Where's his other die? You only see 3 dice.
There's a drow.
Sidekick.
And the drow's on the corner.
Oh, it's at the bottom of the screen. I can't see it. That's why. Okay. I'm an idiot.
Yep.
Drow level 3.
Mm,
You still see my screen okay, by the way? Yours is starting to pixel a little bit.
Oh no, you seem to be fine.
he's floating one of the generic, or splitting, I should say. He's splitting the generics, then he's going to do Supreme Intelligence over his ID card.
Nice.
That's kind of brutal. It's really good though.
Both drows are sitting there waiting too.
Just
They're
wait.
just itching a punch.
Just wait till we can punch. You're gonna feel it.
They're just waiting to assassinate.
Yeah.
And so, what, a 4-4 stat line and probably like a 3-3 or is it a 3-2 on the bottom?
If that's a level 1, yeah, it's a 3-2. Yep.
3-2 and a 4-4.
What is Mike P currently at? He took 3 originally, so he should be at
He's at-
17.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
sir.
at 17.
Oh my god. I changed over to Mike P's screen and he just rolled 2 God Catchers and an axe.
Oh, he got.
He pulled
yeah.
him.
Oh, he pulled him.
excuse
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He's still got to roll some dice, and let's see if he has Mike rolls or Rob rolls.
my god, and one of those is under surveillance. They're trying to figure out which dice go to which cards.
Right, so my. Right, okay.
Everybody swapped.
Right, because you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
You can see this. This next to this was.
Yep, yep.
So,
Okay,
Yes,
so
he's
he
going to be
has an
rolling 2
undersurface.
God Catchers, a Sidekick, a Weaponer's Ring, surveillance, and a Throne Brick all in one turn.
So if I take this one out,
Mhm.
I'm swapping it with a blue now. Swapping that one with a blue.
He's putting his blue and black back.
Okay.
So that blue comes out my bag. Hang on a second.
Okay, I don't understand what's going on here. But
He put his dice back to his original colors because Mike changed his.
okay.
But Mike P changed his dice also, so they basically flip flop.
Sorry, so that.
Oh,
Uh,
gosh.
Mike adjusted his. Ingleduem adjusted his to accommodate Mike P, and then Mike P adjusted his to accommodate Mike Ingleduem. So now they're just reverting back.
We're only
Oh
rolling
my
one
gosh.
surveillance, so that's that one.
Yeah.
2 in prep, 4 out. So that's right. So that must.
He's got it correct now. Oh, goodness.
Yay, tournaments.
No, it shouldn't. That won't be in my bag because you've already bought one. That'll be there. So
Yeah.
my under surveillance will be in my bag. Yeah.
Correct.
Time is just a ticking.
Yeah.
I don't think this is gonna wind up being a tie.
We'll get there in the end.
Are we? We're close.
Oh, it's quite possible that he just hits for 10 right here and then hits for 10 in a future turn.
Ooh,
Oh,
he
that's
didn't
2
get-
God
oh,
catch.
There it goes.
There's
Yep. He just needs the under surveillance to get 10 damage through.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's definitely one of those scenarios where this could be over in like 3 turns if he just rolls under surveillance.
Didn't get it, though.
oh,
You know what? How many things are in Bruce Field? Because
Mike has blockers.
he's
He
got
has chump
5,
blockers.
yeah.
Yeah. Although you still force the issue though. I feel like.
yeah, but you're prepping Mike. Ingledoom.
This goes into used.
but that's not the point. You just got to attack, right?
Yeah, with your 10-10s, you force him to clear his board because if they don't roll back, then you're just thinning his field.
The Green Lantern ring, even though it doesn't trigger anything.
Maybe you leave it. Maybe you just try to cycle for if you've bought all 3 under surveillances.
Because technically he
Yeah.
can knock out the God Catcher if he attacks with it. Because the
Yeah.
Drow Mercenary, double blocking, and sidekicks,
Um,
and your turn is kind of wasted at that point.
so they're both out.
If he double blocks though, he can get rid of those mercenaries and force them to re-roll them though.
True. But
I
they can
think
they can
being
reroll.
aggressive is the way to go.
You can reroll Drow Mercenaries. You can't reroll God Catchers. You have to reroll the action and cycle it through the bag.
Yeah, but they might not come out. There's a 50-50 shot he doesn't get them.
True.
Which means they cycle through the bag, but that's the same thing as what you're playing. So maybe you just sit there and wait for your under surveillance.
Yeah.
Could be.
Open a
Which
God
is coming
Catcher
out
with
next
rapid
turn, right?
die. He just missed an under surveillance, so see if the next 2 come around really quickly.
And then I have 3.
He does have a bag full of sidekicks. So.
Yep. He's
He's
gonna
got
have
5.
gonna have a hard time
Right.
getting the Godcatcher back.
So,
Definitely Atlas here to thin that bag out.
Yeah.
The Weaponer's Ring is cost, right? So he could save the 2 generic and Supreme Intelligence that over on
On Mike's turn.
Ingleduem's turn.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I always forget about Supreme Intelligence.
I'm gonna pay 2 for another brick.
Yep, see Ryan said the same thing. Attack and start clearing their field.
And then
Yeah.
But we are a couple of punchy boys though, so
right, do I swing through?
what did he do with the 2 generic energy? Oh, he bought a
Chose to
another
buy
brick.
another throne brick, yeah.
Can't let both of them go through, I suppose.
So
Buying
does he have all 2 or 3 throne bricks now?
he has 2. Well, maybe he does have all 3. I can't quite tell because of the way the camera positioned on his end.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, he's bought a bajillion actions.
I think he's bought all of his actions.
Push forward with both.
Oh,
Oh,
there he goes.
He's gonna attack with both.
Oh, sorry, I should have asked priority.
What he says.
Yes, well, attack with the 2 God catcher.
Alright, I think I'll just
Has
take
to
it.
select-
I have
Has to select some things to block technically. Well,
2 chump
doesn't appear that he actually did that.
Oh, he
fortunately.
took one.
Oh, bold move.
Bold
See,
move,
but that's
Cotton.
actually not possible if you actually use the ability on the card, right? Because he has to say this has to block.
Oh, he didn't assign.
He didn't tell
some.
something has to block.
See, it's just so nice.
Ooh.
It's so beautiful when you know what's going on.
Do we jump in there and tell him?
A massive
I'm not the judge. I'm just gonna be here.
All right.
So what's the on the 1 Godcatcher?
Oh, the text says field a 10/10 Godcatcher token. It has when the Godcatcher attacks, target character die must block this turn. But you pick a target character die for each Godcatcher that you attack with, and that target character die has to block. Now they don't have to block specific Godcatchers. You could double block to 1.
Is that the
They're
other
not
one?
saying that if that doesn't block, then the Godcatcher is unblockable. So he could have still blocked with 2 sidekicks,
Mm-hmm.
True.
but he had the opportunity there to say that the Drows had to block.
Yeah, and in an official tournament, like we're not the judge, so you can't jump in a match and tell people what to do.
Exactly. That's not our place or our position.
Yep.
If both players miss it, tournament rules say that you just let it slip, I think.
All right, so
Speaking of crazy things, he's got a 4 and a 3, and then he's got the ability to make both of them Avengers and give both of them +2/+2.
oh wow.
Wow. So he has 7. So he'll only be doing 11 damage though, which isn't enough. But he does have blockers, so
Yeah.
I think he has to do it too.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a race right now.
Oh, does it let you do it any number, does it? Okay.
Yep. Oh wait, he can't do it because his dice in your reserve pool become Avengers. Those aren't in the reserve pool; they're in the field.
So all 4 of these guys are now Avengers.
It works.
Doesn't it?
It says
Oh,
target
yes, it's
character
or
die
field.
in
I mean,
reserve or field zone gains.
Read the whole card.
Reading the card explains the card.
Okay, I'm done.
Then he'll play that. It'll buff them both, and he'll. I guess he'll use investigation after the fact.
Press back.
I guess he's not attacking yet. He
Oh,
is attacking.
oh.
Wait.
Taking 11 unblockable. We already knew that. He's gonna choose to attack with all his sidekicks as well.
I would have held a sidekick back because he's
Wow, that's powerful.
He dies next turn.
you just need to hold back blockers, honestly.
Trusty, you taught that out for me.
So
So he's definitely taken 11 damage.
Oh, of course it can.
Target character die in your reserve or field gains Avengers, and he paid
It's just the drows that are
4. Okay. So he paid 4 masks. So 4 characters are Avengers.
Yeah, he also made the sidekicks Avengers. Those 3/3 sidekicks.
Okay.
3 3s.
Was it 6, 11? Yeah, that's 17 damage. Unless he blocks.
Sorry, yeah, one with the god catcher and one with the sidekick.
He blocks a sidekick, so the sidekick gets held back.
Comes back. The sidekick gets
Wait, one of the sidekicks survives because it was blocked with the sidekick.
12 damage.
That's correct.
That's kind of an
17 minus
important.
11 is 6, and maybe he blocked with he blocked one of the 1/1 sidekicks.
All of the sidekicks were Avengers, and they were all 3/3s, and he blocked with. Mike should have a sidekick alive.
I think all but one were Avengers. He did 4 masks.
Yeah. Yeah, Mike just loses here. There's nothing that needs to go on.
Unless that 2/2 is actually the sidekick that he thought was supposed to stay.
Screw 'em, we'll just quit. We'll call this one a quit.
That sounds great. Good game.
Okay.
Mike's conceding this game.
Push through, just, yeah, we'll lose the finale.
No, at this point, I was like, there's no point in me dragging this out any further. I've got
Okay. So game one completed. He's just ready to move on to game 2.
That's interesting though, because there's a definite possibility that he just misses rolling under surveillance.
Reset everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
That bag was so full.
On your investigation.
That's correct. And then blue when you're under surveillance.
Well,
Mike.
because this is a best of 3, technically they are moving game number 2, right?
Yeah, Mike gets priority for going first or choosing to go second. So I
What
draw.
a strange ending to game 1.
That was very weird.
I think Mike had a chance because he should have had one
I
sidekick
do.
left.
Definitely.
Well,
Just
if he
needed the
rolls under
investigation
surveillance-
cycle, right?
Yeah. But if he would have pulled the under surveillance, it would have been game, and I think that's what Mike was worried about. And he was just like, you know what, let's just move on to the next game.
You just had to pull it and then roll it though.
Yeah,
All right. I'm going to go ahead and
true.
It's a bag full of sidekicks.
thank you.
Yeah.
7 sidekicks were in the bag,
I live in Columbus, Ohio.
I think.
Yeah, I think he had most of his sidekicks in the bag with like
Yeah. He had 5 sidekicks, 2 under surveillances, and
Yeah,
the
just
kitchen
outside
sink.
the door.
So there was a lot of stuff in there.
the kitchen sink.
All right, so Mike rolls 2 fists and a mask.
I'm going to spend 3 for investigation.
Investigation turn 1, not a bad move.
Right, so drawing 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sidekicks, obviously. These guys.
See if he chooses, if Mike P chooses to on turn 1 again.
Just reroll all of that, I think.
Well, I don't think he has an option now. Sidekick,
Well,
Godcatcher.
sidekick. Yeah. Pull the sidekick and Thor Global for your Godcatcher and then prep maybe.
For Thor Global. A mystery Godcatcher. Did I do this wrong last time? Atlas in the wrong.
Now he's thinking about whether or not he should Atlas. That's interesting.
And he atlased.
He's
He is
gonna
choosing
do
to do, yeah.
And past you.
So that's again going to do the upsetting bag thing, but
it.
maybe he just wants more dice so that he can buy up more actions more quickly and say screw it to the bag control because you just got to get to those rolls.
Yeah. It's not how we did it back in our day, but damn it if it works.
Right?
I mean, for a time there, Ben was going against that and just prepping turn 1 and saying, "I just want more dice," and that's all he would say. And it's like, yeah, I guess so.
Mike with that pull, he pulled his Drow Assassin right out of the bag.
Drawing 4. There's only 3 in here. So.
Interesting.
Went the drow and
See, I haven't even got a fancy bag like yours.
Yeah, I don't.
Phone bag.
it's interesting. If he goes drow prep, that means there's 5 dice in his bag right now.
Mm-hmm. But none of them
He's
are
not.
actions.
He's not kind of perfect.
One
Yeah.
Investigation is technically.
Oh yeah, investigations in there. I forgot about that.
You never
It
forget
literally
about
just
the
happened.
You never forget about the investigation.
Never forget. Hashtag never forget. All right.
So negative. It should be hashtag always remember.
That's true.
Never forget. That's just really negative.
We're kind of negative
So-
here. I don't know if you knew that.
Are we? Is that what you are?
Yeah.
Negative Nancy's is what they
Yeah.
call us. Alright,
So,
it looks like
does he
wants
just-
Atlas?
Godcatcher Atlas again, maybe?
So we got Stuart over Bodie, D.A. Scottman over Paul, and Unknown Force over Warren.
Wow.
Scott Man coming in. He was
Scott
playing.
Man?
What was he playing? He was playing like what is it called? The Green Lantern, wasn't he playing Green Lantern?
I'm not sure. What did he do? Did he buy a Godcatcher?
So I'll pay a fist to Atlas.
Did the Thor then pay a bolt for Godcatcher? Now he's Atlasing.
Cool.
Um,
All right.
He's just gonna probably just float that question mark.
We all float down here.
You'll float too.
He's gonna save it so he can make one of his sidekicks an Avenger next turn.
Oh,
That's what I like
Hey.
to do. Oh, he'll get the buff. That's kind of funny.
It doesn't get a buff, sadly.
Oh,
Hmm.
It's the
That would be pretty funny though. Like that's cool. Buff all the Avengers.
looks like I was wrong. Just Scott Man is running Becky Lynch.
oh.
Heard of that card?
I think so.
I don't think I've heard of that. A literal communist over Mr. McCat.
Has that
Typical.
over rush ability on it?
The
Rush?
communists?
Oh,
Like the
it's,
band?
Becky Lynch. It's got over rush.
Overrush.
Good.
he's an orange.
She just plays like 30-minute jam sessions.
Sounds amazing.
Mike's bag
Oh,
is
Mike
really
he had a bad turn.
yeah.
That's the sad trombone moment.
Oh yeah. If
Ryan-
Ryan was here, he would play it.
He
Looks
might
like-
just jump in just to do it.
It's like a literal communist was actually running an Oscar Green Lantern human.
Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Which is pretty sweet because it's got all those mid-range kind of characters that get a little bit stronger and has burn damage options.
Interesting.
That's no good for anything.
Alright. Well, the Godcatcher rolled for him. He got a bolt, so he could probably buy some more of those sweet, sweet actions.
The one thing you could say about the action teams is you don't have to worry about fielding costs for the most part.
Feel this guy.
Yep.
And if you can field a 10-10 for free, that's pretty amazing.
Heck yeah.
Interesting. So looking at that matchup, Mr. McCat is actually running a Lita fish slap team
Oh,
with Venerable Dreadnought as sort of the backup pivot point on it.
Hate
I forgot
Venerable.
about Dreadnought. I'm glad that wasn't in the top 10 of cards because I would have lost my crap.
Really?
I don't like that card, man. It's so mean.
It's one of those.
First under surveillance purchase, by the way.
Oh,
There it goes. Yeah, makes sense.
yeah. Mike's gotta just go faster.
And that last
Ingleduem-
turn did not help him go fast at all.
Yeah.
So he's in a tough spot.
I think Ingleduem should buy as many god catchers and everything like that as he can, and try to get him on the backswing.
To get him on the backswing when he hits you for 10 and then hits one
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this though. Mike Ingledew coming out there with an investigation to save the bag.
There you go.
Does he hit the dream combo and roll Drow out of the bag?
He really got bailed out by that investigation, let's be honest.
Well, we don't know that yet. We don't know it yet. It could just be one of those just mid hard.
Oh.
He got it, and he got thrown brick. Or
roll.
wallop.
Does it roll?
No, it's thrown brick. I think he got it.
Oh my goodness gracious! What?
Bailed
Look at
Wow.
out by investigation.
that. It's a rock star. Look at this. All according to plan.
Just how we drew it up.
Right,
We-
claps in chat. Everyone give claps in chat for that sick sequence.
Flaming
Oh my
tacos
goodness.
in chat, sir. Flaming tacos.
Oh,
What's-
that is so good. Look at that. He can even throw the brick at his drow now because he didn't have a target for it before.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. There were so many things that could have gone wrong that turn. Pick rolls, but no character to prep it on.
Just when I
Oh,
think you couldn't get
sidekicks.
worse, you just pull it around.
You do something like this and totally redeem yourself. So he went.
Throw some bits at Mike Ingledew.
All right. If I had some, I would throw them at him.
I'll throw pennies at him.
Right at his face.
But look at this. It's interesting. He chose to buy a god catcher
Mm-hmm.
instead of investing
How much did
E
he hit
for
him
another
for?
drow.
He hit him for 3. Yeah.
All right, the old trusty 3.
Threed him.
Freedom. I barely knew
What a
him.
save. My goodness. Okay, here we go. God catcher number 2 out of the bag, and there's
and
under
there's
surveillance.
surveillance.
Oh,
Oh,
goodness
what?
gracious.
He has to roll it.
So hyped, and here
That
it
is
comes.
the tallest dice tower I've ever seen. Holy crap.
He didn't
And
get
the
either one of
Legos,
his
too.
actions.
Yeah, I think I built my dice tower a little bit too big. It's like,
Like he just said, you built it too big.
He got the god
Oh.
catcher.
You get the under surveillance.
He
Nope.
did. Oh no, he didn't.
He did not. So he will get a god catcher in the field though. So that's a good thing. The bad thing is it doesn't really matter because Mike is swinging for unblockable damage.
Got exactly one sidekick to which he can block one god catcher.
Mm-hmm.
Might, if he chooses to attack, he might just let it walk through and go to 10.
Yeah, because then
Knowing now that, go ahead.
knowing that the backswing is going to be brutal to Mike P. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
another 2 to prep it. Using your supreme.
We're still trying to work out our chemistry here, everybody. We're sorry.
I think it's interesting though because like he could let it walk through because look at what his bag is comprised of. What, 2 more sidekicks? What else? Maybe he doesn't let it walk through. Now he prepped that. Oh, his bag should be like 1 sidekick, maybe.
I don't
Hmm.
know. I think Mike's
2,
bag
3,
is a little bit better, but if he doesn't keep rolling ramp, he's in trouble. Okay, Bodhi.
Bodhi say, I'm
Oh
gonna pull out.
no.
Time to start drinking heavily. That's what Bodhi said.
No. What team did you lose to, Bodhi? It was probably a Becky team.
I think Becky should just be known as Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
Becky Istrid. Ugh.
Oh,
What are they doing? Oh, he's still deciding.
yeah. He's swinging with the god catcher.
Same here.
Mike just gonna let
Let's
it
see if he
through.
lets him.
Push the god catcher and one of the sidekicks.
Oh, he's swinging with a sidekick and a god catcher.
10 I'll take, but 11 no, sir.
Draw the line here.
What did he block?
Oh, he paid a fist, so whatever he blocked is doing no damage.
All up.
I don't know why I did that. I should just
Did he just do 1 damage?
right, 17.
He
Yeah,
did
he
1
blocked
damage.
just 1 damage. He blocked the god catcher, negated the damage with Wallop's global.
That's
Walked a sidekick on through to drop him to 19, the big 1-9.
yeah, that's Mike's big tech against Becky and Godcatcher.
Not bad. All right, so he did get another drow. His throne break did not roll though. It doesn't look like.
That's the most important thing, Bodhi, is you had fun.
Yep.
Did you learn anything? Probably not.
All right, let's see. This is it. Nope, didn't get
Oh,
it.
action.
That's energy, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, action.
yeah. He can do.
Spend 1 to field the drow level 3. Field the side.
He can move over that god catcher though if he wants,
Yes, that's true.
or that Whatever that green die is that he has over there. Is
It's
that
investigation, so it costs 3.
Oh,
Sadly,
yeah,
you
you
can't
can't do that. Oh,
move the
so
Godcatcher over, like you said.
he did move the Godcatcher though.
Let's see, what's his bag right now? 5, 6, 7, 8. So his bag's empty, or it has a purchase in it, like unpurchased die. He's not going to choose to,
I believe there's only one.
unless I guess he's saving the fists, right?
Yeah.
Won't come in handy if they just keep under surveillancing there.
Bodhi, that's one of the hardest things to learn in Dice Masters is when to pivot.
Pivot.
True of most games, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm bad at that.
And
That's
to
why I'm a
hold on
bad
to
player.
the win con and when to switch it up.
I mean, in Magic and Commander, you just keep going with it until you win. I'm gonna gain life until you're dead.
Oh, why did it do that? Oh, you dumbass.
We're almost
So
at
he
this
got his
thing.
lantern ring.
Intimidates them out.
Yeah,
Please?
he rolled his sidekick, so he's not going to get an effect from that lantern ring.
No, but it does allow him to get 2 more Godcatchers.
That is true.
Is that yellow lantern ring good for the team?
The other day, so it does trigger.
I mean, it's going to help him remove blockers.
You're welcome to get a ruler on it if you want.
Yeah, but like he doesn't have that many character dice.
Yeah, he's probably relying on fielding sidekicks. And
Okay, so
the lantern ring, oh, character dice in your reserve pool. Okay, so
trigger the state. That'll trigger this guy.
Oh, 3 God catchers. Holy crap.
Yes, it's 3. That's because he rolled the action. Would have only gotten 1, had 1 Godcatcher waiting to be triggered, but because he rolled the action, he got 2.
Spug over Joe Rust.
Thor Global. That was one of them.
Your surveillance number 2 purchased.
Do you mind if I swap these out?
nice.
So Mike has 3 blockers and 2 fists.
Yeah.
Atlas ones.
Blocker seems perfect against 3 Godcatchers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, pass priority.
Pass back.
Because I think we're up to time, nearly.
They're getting close.
32.
So 2-minute warning.
2-minute and 30-second warning.
With everything.
Cool.
Alright, you can name the blockers with
Oh, with the guard catches.
There we go.
Block the drow.
mhm.
And obviously
Forcing the Drow to block.
So will you block one God catcher with the drow, use the global on that.
Only attacking with 1 Godcatcher?
He's
He's
attacking with
attacking
everything. He's letting everything get in the pool.
So he's going to keep it to where his Drow and a single sidekick live, which is the right play, I think. Take an additional 2 sidekicks, right?
Yep. Did he take a guard catcher also?
Did not.
He took a single damage.
He didn't swing with the guard catchers?
He swung with all of them. Mike had enough blockers.
Oh, okay. You're right.
Keep in mind, he did take the 2 sidekicks here, so the 2 sidekicks go through unblocked.
So there was 2
Yeah.
sidekicks there. So
Or that's why they're sitting up there at the top.
Yes, sir.
all right, there's
Oh,
He should be
there's
at
that throne break.
17. Okay, so how much can he do here? Hasn't purchased a ID card, has he?
no.
Not yet.
But really, he can only do the stats on the dice themselves.
Ben said Scott over M. Brewer and General Nemesis over Andy.
I'm cool with it.
There's no Ben Saeed Scott. You remember the guy?
Ben the typewriter Scott.
Oh my god.
He's playing the Godcatcher.
Yeah,
Saying
he
that will
has.
actually trigger the unblockable Drow. Throwing a brick to prep a die and prep the throne brick.
Yes, sir. Honestly, Mike's in a really, really tough spot. He doesn't want to attack because he needs his blockers.
Exactly. He doesn't have fists either. I think he has exactly 1. Oh, no, he's going to spend it.
He's
Up a
gonna buy
wall
up.
up action.
He's gonna have
Or
a
he
blocker
bought
for.
the throne brick, I think.
He's got a god catcher to clear out stuff.
It's 1.
Yeah.
It's whenever they attack, but it's not going to matter if he makes them unblockable, right?
Exactly.
Push through with the
Oh.
Drow so he can deal some 4.
4 damage. So
Okay.
he's got 2 blockers. He can take that at least. Eat up that damage.
Jox Blonde over KMC Gee JR? K McGee?
KMCG
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Wow.
He had one under surveillance in the bag. There's one more in circulation. Oh my god, and he pulls it.
Could be it, ladies and gentlemen.
This is most likely it.
Nope, he didn't
This
get
is
either one
both.
of them or the lantern ring.
He's got a reroll.
And he got a sidekick. He doesn't want to reroll that. He wants to reroll all those actions. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Did he get
misses
it?
it all.
Oh,
See,
God.
this is why you don't do that early concede. You have to make your opponent roll it out on you, right? Because if
Yep.
they do this, you're just like, great, I'm scot-free. Those have to cycle the bag now.
Yep.
And his bag is completely.
6 sidekicks.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, he still has 3 god catchers on board.
And you
True,
keep
but-
probably attacking with them. But
Yeah,
With them going to time,
it's
how
already
does-
time.
How does it work?
that's exactly
He's-
hey, there you go. That's exactly why they were talking about this in the Discord chat.
Mike P's turn 0 and it goes to 5, and after time, if they're still whoever has
They
the
call time.
yeah,
They call time on them. Do they know it's time?
I don't know.
They have their timer going, so I'm assuming
Okay.
they do.
Whenever that timer goes off, it's turn 0. Then it goes to 5 turns. If the player who's down a game does not win in those 5 turns, it immediately goes to Mike.
Oh.
Mike P.
If Mike P, because he's up 1-0, right?
No,
Yeah.
you have to win 2 games to fully win the game.
I think based on what they just ruled, it seems like they're not doing ties.
Hey Ryan, could you jump in here? They've changed. It's changed a few times, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to attack though to put the pressure on, make Mike get rid of his board.
Yeah, so that's all knocked out. One of my god catches is gone. Yeah, that's it.
Did he let a god catcher walk through?
No, he
No,
blocked
he
with his
blocked
god
all of
catcher.
them.
Oh, gotcha.
But he
Traded.
he just drew another guy or another draw, or was that his god catcher? I think that was
God
god
catcher's
catcher.
in the used, so it has to be a drow.
He
Oh,
didn't
no
get any of
action,
his
though.
actions. Probably wants to reroll all those things, huh?
So I'm just going off your reaction. Whether you got a good roll or not.
Well, he's gonna want like fists. He's gonna want both of those actions to come up.
Mm-hmm. He
One
got
of them
one,
to come up.
and he got 2 fists.
Fists.
So
Hmm.
I think he was hoping for some sidekicks, though. Honestly, he wanted some blockers.
It's definitely.
Okay,
So the player with the most wins at time is the winner.
and if they're tied at like, because if England,
Yes, so that's the next portion. If Ingleduem picks this up, it's already time called. Then they have a 6-turn game.
Oh my gosh,
6-turn game will decide the winner.
I feel like that's kind of unnecessary.
Well, if they're
But-
tied 1-1 and they don't want to with
They don't want
ties in the
ties,
bracket,
yeah.
then they have to do something. And the God
Makes
catcher, by the
sense.
way.
Oh, he just did a supreme intelligence on that god catcher.
only if you could field it. Ugh.
Nice. Noise.
Mike's definitely got his bag going.
Yeah.
Right, but does he have the turns to close it out?
Oh, definitely not.
What do you show Ingleduem? Right, what do you show Mike P at?
13.
Twice.
And Ingledew at 17.
13. You're not going to get there without a D card.
Right, draw 4. Well, we've got 2 blockers in the field. 1, 2, 3, 4 psychics, man. That's not what we wanted.
And he didn't choose to buy one.
At this point, it might just be too little too late.
Oh, I did that by hand, didn't
Yeah.
I? It's just quicker.
He did have some good. Oh my god, somebody's panic buttons going off on their car. Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Be
I'm gonna
awesome.
put myself on mute till it turns off.
It's a sidekick, 2 bolts, and a mat.
How
Play a bolt with
many
four
fists does
global.
Mike has enough fists to block the god catchers?
Wallop him, yeah.
Alright.
Do that.
Does.
Pass priority.
So at this point, it's like it doesn't even really matter if they're already at turns,
Mm-hmm.
or if they're going to be at turns like within the next 10 seconds or so. It doesn't really matter.
I have them 5 minutes over, and I started it right when they rolled.
Sidekick from your used pile.
Do they know that? Because they need to be tracking it.
Different sidekick from your used.
I don't have a way to jump in there.
Do it anyway. And then
I can jump in there. I'll jump in there. I don't feel like this is something that is. Hold on. Hold on.
Right, if I put these through, they're just gonna not gonna go through.
Hey guys, real quick, are y'all on turns?
Yeah, we're
Yep.
on turn 2 right now.
Okay.
Okay, thanks guys.
No, I'm gonna
2, 3, 4, 5. So that means Mike Ingleduem gets last action.
Oof.
Like it's now turn 3. He's got this turn and the next turn.
I
You have to
think
do some seriously hard cycling.
Mike B not attacking kind of. Oh,
Yeah, he's
he's making it to where Mike has to win it and have blockers out there and do things that he needs to do. But I don't know.
It didn't matter if he attacked anyone. Well, he could have. He could have pushed through those 2 sidekicks.
Yeah. By the way, for any
Point, he
other
doesn't need to win.
for any other gaming for Dice Masters today, check out Dice Masters North and also Friday Night Clicks. They're putting on matches also. They're pretty good. And we also have DM Ramada in the booth. Give him a follow if you haven't already.
10-3 now, yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, so Mike missed his. Did he miss his guard catch? No, that's the drow assassin.
He played
that
the guy
missed.
catcher. He missed the drow. Yeah.
He really needed that.
My aim right now is just for a tie.
Oh, he's aiming for a tie, but I don't think there's a tie. Are there ties? There is ties, right? No, because he's behind.
You have to. There's no ties.
No.
I think they did at the beginning.
Ooh.
It just didn't click.
Let's go ahead and throw a brick at God Catcher because it's fun. And prep a die.
Guy's getting peppered with.
Mike's gonna prep a lot of dice right now because he can Atlas Global if he wants to. I don't know if he wants to though.
I mean, he's got final turn, so it's better to just prep, get everything going. To your bag is going to be able to pull some more stuff over because he needs to get that other drow assassin out.
Yeah, is that an investigation that he's sitting on there?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Speaking of prep. Oh, he didn't get it.
That's
Sidekick.
yeah. Sidekick's actually really good.
Yep.
Then out the bag.
Let's see. I'm gonna move it over. Makes sense.
Pass priority.
Can he Atlas Global and Atlantis Global?
You mean?
Because he could prep a die from his bag, couldn't he?
I think there's only 4 in the bag.
You mean?
What?
Atlas Global pulls a die from your bag. Sure.
1, 2, 3, and a God Catcher.
And then the Atlas, pay the fist and
Yeah.
the. So he could prep 2 things with just those globals.
Let's try that again, boys.
Yeah, Atlantis Global preps a sidekick from your used and then pulls a sidekick.
Oh, okay, no.
Yes, that's fine.
You have to have sidekicks and used in order to use that effect.
Okay, so let's field him.
So this is Mike P's last turn then, huh?
Let's put
Yep, and it looks like he's just going to be content just sitting on this, really.
Did he not reroll? Or did he rerolled already and got stuck with a lot of lightning bolts?
Even if he doesn't, I mean, just sit on it and he takes the win unless Ingledew somehow pulls some heroics.
Bodhi, Mike P is turn 4. Ingleduem is he's turn 5.
You've got 1 turn left, right?
Yes.
Good draw. It's kind of pointless me attacking.
He's kind of thinking the same thing. There's no point to
If
it.
he would have come out, then I would have had 4 catches. Well, 3 catches.
I'll only do prep for
Attacking's
Ingledew.
only gonna think.
Mike has 3. Yeah.
Imagine
The
It's
most
like,
damage Mike P can do is 2 damage.
It's like Comics Mike, the L this round over Hello Texan,
Oh,
but 2K7.
oh no.
And you can name your blockers with the
Alan down from Austin is playing in the tournament today.
the drow.
Alan? What you said?
Your goal catcher.
The ACOG boys?
block the 2 god catchers with the drow and
Is that who that is?
Yes, it is.
Oh, nice.
He picked up the win against Comics Mike.
Oh, cool.
And then
One of my goal catchers is knocked out.
yes.
Oh wow. So Mike P only has 1 god catcher left because Mike made no damage happen to his god catcher.
I'll let the sidekicks through.
So he's taking
When the
damage from
sidekicks go through, 1 god catcher left in the field, and 1 turn to deal what, 13 damage?
Yep. How does the masked magician do it?
Yep, that's it.
All
What he
right.
can do.
Question mark goes to used.
I mean, he's already ahead on life.
Yeah.
So
This is turn 5.
he wins this game.
I think he has to win by killing his opponent. I don't think he has to win by life total.
I mean, at turns, does it go to highest life total?
Oh, that's a bad roll.
Just a question.
Reroll all of that garbage. If that was me, I would reroll all of that garbage.
I'd hope so, so at least I'd have a chance for a tie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if one game has already finished, then it does go to turns.
It does, okay.
And so I hope for at least a chance to tie. And it's to 5 turns, correct?
It's to 5 turns, starting on 0, starting with the person. 0 is the person whose turn it was when time was called.
That was, yeah, it would have been his. So yeah, we're on
Who's
turn
last
5
turn?
now. And I'm hoping.
Mike needs to reroll all of those besides that throne brick.
So I'm going to.
You'll have it by score anyway, because you got 1 more life.
Well, I'm hoping to swing this turn and hit you for 4 more because I'm able to throw a brick at my god catcher to prep a die.
Mike's got this.
Allows obscure
Hmm.
to be unblockable.
If he can get,
Did he already rerolled?
Go
I
ahead.
didn't know he rerolled.
Uh,
I don't think he rerolled.
What thing is your wallet?
It's a pay a fist and target blocked character deals no damage.
No pass back.
I think I'm just gonna swing with
He chose not to reroll or something to that effect.
because he wins on life.
Not sure life is the deciding factor. We got to figure this out.
Yeah, well, Lucas.
If it is, that would make some sense.
So he just did 4 damage to him.
Well, hold on a sec. So it's you, Ingledew. Have you won a match yet, or?
No. If this would have been it, then I would have won this one if it came to turns. If I'm correct, if it came to life.
Yeah, so I won the first one, then we went to a second match, which didn't finish when it hit time, and then we started turns because, that's what we thought we had to do.
Okay, so my understanding of the situation, I can confer with my dad, the head judge, but the ruling that I'm going to give right now, I can go ask him immediately after. But if the person who has already won 1 round, since they reduced their opponent to 0, since Relentless Nettles reduced Ingledew to 0 in the first round, and Ingledew did not do the same in the second round, then 1 triumphs over 0. The turns and having more life only matters if the amount of wins is the same, which it's not. But I can go just call my dad in here, and he can.
Mike should have re-rolled.
That
So
sounds
yes,
fair
I would
to me.
also confirm that that's what I heard in the beginning meeting before everything.
Yeah, I think Lucan's right.
I think Mike's misunderstanding of the rule prevented him from re-rolling his dice.
Congratulations. I'm sorry I drug this out so long.
Not even-
Obviously not so.
Okay, well, Mike's just gonna go ahead and concede then the game.
No, it's fine.
Well,
There are other games.
turns are over, so I guess it's not really conceding. The game's over. But I think he had a good chance of.
That's going to wrap things up for us here in the CR Game Room. Check out our website, crgr.rocks, for all our latest info. There you'll find a link to help support us via Patreon. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Join our conversations on Discord. Be sure to like and subscribe. And as always, thanks for hanging out.